Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is August the 26th, 2017. Be proud of success. Buy and hold. Be a 20%er. All right, everyone. Remember to check out the links below. Always check out the links section below this video. You can get your crypto. Go to crypto-hwwallet.com. Use my affiliate link. Get your Trezor, your Ledger Nano, your digital Bitbox, which I still haven't set up yet that I want to show everyone. And, of course, you can get your leather case for your storage device. Also, check out links to my Coinbase affiliate code, Trezor affiliate link. I mean, you can get all sorts of stuff down there. So check that out. All right, back to me. All right, so there I am. Let me close something else. So let's get this party started right. I hope everybody enjoyed This Week in Bitcoin, which was on yesterday, Friday. Check out that link below. You can see Andy Hoffman. Go over and what's his name? Edward. Edward, the Renegade Investor. And, of course, Gabriel from Venezuela. It's a really unique show. And I had a blast doing it, and the guys had a lot of fun. All right. Oh, I forgot to do something before this show. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So thank you for the person who sent me Litecoin. I forgot to thank you the other day. It's been a few days. All my cryptocurrency links are below. Thank you for the person who signed up through my Coinbase affiliate link. You get $10 off or something like that. Check out the coin. If you want to sign up for Coinbase, it's a good place to buy Bitcoin at if you're in the United States or Canada or wherever, if you have dollars. All right. There's a guy out there on Twitter named Andreas who's got a funny new site that's kind of, it looks like he's going to poke a lot of fun at ICOs. I can't say the name of his site online. I can't say it out loud because there's a dirty word in the name. And I don't say curse words here, but you can go to shitcoin.com. That's shitcoin.com and see what this dude, Andreas, not the other Andreas, not the main Andreas that you all know, but this other guy, Andreas, who might be on my show one day. He's a good Twitter guy, but do check out his site. Yeah, people in the chat, hey, you can do the super chat. I always like to get tips. I'll read your stuff if you have fiat. And again, it's good to spend fiat. Why spend your precious Bitcoin? Spend fiat, save Bitcoin. Use it as your savings account, people. All right, strengthening the brand of Bitcoin. Well, one little thing you can do is just use the crypto-dividend term every day, and to describe Bcash or 2x or whatever crypto-dividend it is, and that just puts it cancels out what the bad actors behind those crypto dividends are trying to do. That their one simple goal of those people is they're trying to take over the name of Bitcoin. They're trying to say they have the real Bitcoin. But in fact, the real Bitcoin is the real Bitcoin. It's the one that they split off from. It is the root coin. And you can simply remind the world of it by discussing the crypto dividend concept. Or the one question you can ask yourself, and whatever you do marketing related, whether it be on Twitter, on Facebook, or leaving a comment, does this solidify the brand and prevent name robbery? Okay, does this solidify the Bitcoin brand and prevent name robbery? Whatever you're doing out there, because there are people right now who are, adding things to their Twitter names and whatever, and I think that's good. I think that's good. So, but whatever you're doing, everyone can be a marketer of Bitcoin. Pound that like button, people. We got live viewers here. It's late at night here on the East Coast, 11:32 p.m. I'm in Quebec City, where the temperature gets cool here at night during the summer. Very pleasant compared to humid Baltimore, which I grew up in and very used to. And I'm sure a lot of people are used to the United States East Coast. And I hope everyone down in Texas is doing all right with that storm, Harvey, or whatever it's called. Okay, so, and seriously, don't be safe, Texans. Be safe, Texans. So yes, prevent brand robbery at all the time. Whatever you do, just think, is this making Bitcoin, reminding everyone what the real Bitcoin is, and putting the fake Bitcoins, the crypto dividends that are only there to make us Bitcoin holders wealthier, is it putting them in their proper place, which is below Bitcoin? They are nothing but crypto dividends. All right, let's go to Sam Waters' tweet. He's been on the show before. I linked to it below. Wasn't exactly rocket scientist to call this one. Looks like we're well on our way with 80,000 unconfirmed transactions. And when the time comes for SegWit 2x, the 2x part, the meme pool will probably be spammed to unprecedented heights to push the agenda. Bitcoin. Okay, so he's talking about these miners are doing strategic things to make the true Bitcoin seem lesser than their favorite crypto dividend, whether it be 2x, whether it be Bcash. And Henry Law just sent me 90 Hong Kong dollars. Your view on Tezos taking over Ethereum. All right, Henry, you got me to say the word Tezos. Those not familiar with this channel, I really don't talk about many altcoins on here. I hear that Tezos, I've heard from reliable people, what Money Triggs. I'll just refer to Money Triggs on this. He's a Twitter guy who I've had on the show before, and he's a hardcore Bitcoin guy. He dabbles in these ICOs, these whatever, a little bit. He has no respect for the ICOs, really, I don't think. I don't want to put words into his mouth. He'll be back on the show. We're gonna do a little correspondent thing, hopefully, where maybe he'll give me some reports during the day. Pound that like button if you like Money Tricks. He's a funny guy. Anyway, but Henry Law's question. So is Tezos going to take over for Ethereum? Henry, I'm going to look at it from the Ethereum perspective here. It is the #2 cryptocurrency in the world. There are actually quite a lot of people out there who know have heard of Ethereum. I have a friend who does not own any cryptocurrency who brought up Ethereum to me. He's heard of it in the news. So you got to think of this when you say take over. So is Tezos going to become the #2 cryptocurrency on the planet Earth? No, it's not. It's not. Does it do things that Ethereum does? So I hear it. It does. Is Money Triggs a fan of Tezos? Yes, he is. But no, I'm not a big Ethereum fan, but I have to be a realist here. It is one of the top tier altcoins. It is the #2 cryptocurrency on the planet Earth. And I don't see anyone taking over that #2 place from Ethereum. And by the way, party people, look at me. I'm about to go back to my old predictions. I had a prediction at the beginning of this year. I said Monero was going to become the #2 cryptocurrency in market cap. So everyone should be ripping on me for that one. But since most of you guys are all newbies, you don't even remember me saying that 9 months ago, which is hilarious. Just tell you, or whatever, 8 months ago, whatever it is now. But Monero is doing, it actually is doing quite well thanks to our friends in South Korea. So Henry, thank you very much for that, those Hong Kong dollars. I was in Hong Kong, as you know, the first week of July, and it was very humid, and I could not take the rain. It was really, but I hear it's not that rainy. I came the worst time of year, but I did eat some. I ate frogs when I was there, so that was interesting, and I loved going to the wholesale market down there. So pound that like button, everyone, if you like that. Henry got his question answered there, and you too can answer questions and get me to say Tezos loud and clear if you do the whatever, the super chat in the chat, and I can see the colors pop up on the side. So that's a good feature there. Okay, so Sam, going back to Sam, he said a very wise thing that these miners try to legally sabotage things to pump up whatever crypto dividend they're trying to pump up. All right, so King of the Trolls, he tweeted out his debate with Richard. And of course, I'm not going to even link to it. I didn't even watch it. And King of the Trolls will say he won probably, and then people are going to think he won. I don't know who won. Richard's a much smarter man than King of the Trolls, but it was a bad idea to do. I was happy that World Crypto Network did not broadcast it, though, although they linked to it. So again, that doesn't strengthen the Bitcoin brand when you give King of the Trolls the time of day. It is the worst. It's one of the worst things you can do for the Bitcoin brand when you let that King of the Trolls, do his thing. And he does have a thing to do. He's not doing it out of kindness, his debates. He's got a plan, and it's not good for the real Bitcoin and us holders. So pound that like button if you like a guy like me who tells the truth about King of the Trolls, because I don't try to be friends with King of the Trolls, because who needs someone like that? All right, so Tizen over on his channel, what's his cryptocurrency channel, trading channel, Tizen has been around for a long time, okay? Much respect to Tizen. Now, he trades, and I'm not into trading. I don't encourage people to do that stuff, all right? But Ty has always appealed to that audience of young men who want to trade, and Ty straight up admits he is in this for the money. He does trading for the money. Ty comes on my show. He's been on the This Week in Bitcoin show before. The last one, which was that first, when I was in Hong Kong, actually, coincidentally, first week in July, you can go back to it. He was battling. He has grown impatient with Bitcoin. And I mean, that's Ty's perspective. But I just want to point out, when I bring up Tizen, I have respect for him because he tells the truth about, he doesn't hide anything. He's come from very humble beginnings, has worked his way to wealth. Doesn't make excuses for himself, and doesn't make excuses for anyone. He's a hard worker, and again, he's been through some rough times. And I've seen these trolls on his channel try to rip Tizen. I love to see those trolls who try to rip Tizen to his face, because Tizen. Do a little research on Tizen. I don't think you would rip Tizen to his face, because he could rip you apart physically. That's not a dude you want to mess with, but he's a peaceful man now. I mean, and so anyway, I'm going off on a tangent there. I like Tizen, but on his channel, he's pumping up Bcash. He's talking about Bcash, and I didn't watch it. His videos are very verbose. Tizen is known for his, he can talk a while. So I didn't have time to watch the 50-minute video or whatever it is about Bcash. But obviously, he's a guy that's telling people to buy Bcash. I mean, but again, he hides nothing. He told people to buy Steam also, and he bought Steam. So he practices what he preaches, okay? But I'm just saying, again, people are just like, who the heck is going to buy Bcash? Well, Tizen's out there telling people to buy Bcash, and so is Leon Fu, I guess. So this is just going to keep it up. This is just, when people wonder, like, who buys these crypto dividends? There you go. Ty appeals to the 80%. He's been appealing to the 80% since the very beginning, okay? There's all these Johnny-come-latelys who try to, compete with Tizen's channel, and who do agree. I mean, they've got a lot of subscribers, but these guys are bums, man. They're like, they change their mind every single day, tell you to do enough. And that's why you don't want to even get into this trading thing. That's why you don't want to even mess with the 80%, okay? So, I mean, one thing I see people accusing Tizen is trying to bring down the price of Bitcoin. Tizen, I mean, he might have 20,000 subscribers or whatever. Even he will admit he could like rip on Bitcoin all day. He's not going to bring up. He can't control the Bitcoin market. Okay. Now, some of these smaller altcoins or whatever. I mean, there you can get into an argument about that, whether he could manipulate stuff if he wanted to. Does he have enough followers? With these fifth tier ones, probably. I don't know if he messes with the fifth tier ones. I don't watch his videos that much because he's very verbose. There's a lot of they're lengthy videos, and I'm not interested in trading altcoins. Another thing that's very interesting that I noticed, and I think I linked to that video though. I did link to that Bcash video below, and on there, digital spread crypto dividend. Wow, what a name, digital spread crypto dividend. And I saw, I clicked on this guy's profile, and he just joined YouTube on August 21st. He came up with that name that had crypto dividend in it, which is after my video. So I emailed him. I said, where did you come up with that crypto dividend name, digital spread crypto dividend? He didn't email me back, but that's cool. I'm glad it's spreading. I'm glad the crypto dividend term is spreading. That's very nice. All right, I mentioned This Week in Bitcoin. It's linked to below. We this morning, at least, Bitcoin and Bcash and Ethereum and Litecoin were all down. And then some of these altcoins were all up. So I was going to like talk about how, maybe some people were panicking on the more traditional coins, although Bcash is just a crypto-dividend, but some people get confused and associate it with Bitcoin more so than they should. And people were just, there was a few, that they were just going to these other altcoins beneath those ones. But then I saw, our friends Bithumb, they're at it again. They are actually pumping up that they are going to have Monero soon. Okay, Monero got as high as $150 today or something like that. Here, I saw an advertisement on CoinMarketCap for Bithumb. So Bithumb is paying for this banner. It says the world, and you click on it, the world's #1 cryptocurrency market, Bithumb, adds Monero to its listed coins. From additional 1% coins to weekend Monero top trader. Participate in Bithumb's Monero listing event now. So these dudes who, they translated it into, they have it in English on their site. It's not a very good translation. So they're obviously appealing to people beyond Korea, South Korea. And they're straight up pumping Monero. They're straight up pumping the fact that people are getting excited that they're listing Monero. So this is amazing. So Dash is surging also. And Dash is surging where else? On Bithumb in South Korea again. So we gotta imagine when some other countries start doing stuff like that, start listing, have big exchanges where people are getting excited, where they're like straight up pumping the cryptocurrencies. We're gonna keep seeing this over. This is a new thing. So this Bithumb thing is really interesting. And just imagine if the Korea rumors do this, or the Korean pump, because some of it is rumors based on people saying, oh, they're going to list it soon. They're going to list it soon. And then it spills over into Dash, and it's spilling over into Zcash too, because that's an anonymous coin. So you've got that side of it. But if the Korea rumors do this, imagine what the next round of Coinbase rumors are going to be, are going to do to the So whoever Coinbase lists as their fourth or maybe fourth and fifth cryptocurrency, because right now on Coinbase, you can get Litecoin and Ethereum there along with Bitcoin. And by the way, Tezos, dude, that's another reason Tezos isn't going to eclipse Ethereum. Is Tezos going to get listed on Coinbase? Ethereum is very mainstream. But anyway, Coinbase is, the ultimate in mainstream in the United States cryptocurrency. And United States is the biggest cryptocurrency market there is. This is where, in this country, in the United States, is where people know about cryptocurrency more so than in any other country. Trust me. I've been to many countries. All right, I don't know what they're doing in China. That those numbers, don't believe there's not in China. They got some miners that like to do some funny things apparently. But no, so just imagine when the rumors start. Well, X is going to be listed on Coinbase, and I don't want to say. There's already been one rumor, and she was on my show spreading that rumor. I don't want to say it because I don't want to spread the rumor. And that was she hasn't been on my show for a little while. So it didn't happen. But, the next, and maybe that's why that one's surging today. God, I'm sticking around. I'll have to bring it up in a second. I brought up that had surged a lot. All right. So, yeah, Zcash. So maybe, again, since all these so-called anonymous coins are surging, they're just adding fuel to the fire. But I think the fire started with these Bithumb people. In other news, CNBC has a story, investment firm VayNeck, and this is from a few days ago. VayNeck calls Bitcoin a fad, then files for Bitcoin ETF. So these dudes involved in gold call it a fad, and then they file for a Bitcoin ETF. That is so weird. All right, Simon Dixon was on CNBC also. And we haven't heard about the Winklevoss ETF for a while. Is that going to... I assume it's never going to get approved, but one day the ETFs are going to get approved. And again, the rumors building up to that, God, that'll be really surging type of thing. Pound that like button, people. It's almost midnight. I'm finishing this thing before midnight. Trust me on that. But yeah, Simon Dixon mentioned dividends. He did mention dividends. They cut him off a little bit. He was in a rush. He didn't mention the term crypto dividend, but he did a good job on CNBC. He said he'd try his best. He definitely tried his best. I linked to it below. Here is this is a link to an Alistair Milne tweet. He says, here is some empirical data showing that transaction fees do not hurt slow Bitcoin adoption. And it shows that when Coinbase started forcing people to do transaction fees, that it had no effect on Coinbase. Still was getting bigger and bigger. People were buying Bitcoin. People were sending Bitcoin from there. It really didn't make that big of a difference. So people don't want coffee yet. People aren't ready to spend cryptocurrency on coffee, because a lot of people are either they're trading it like the insane people in the 80%, or they're using it as a golden hold, a buy and hold, a store of value. And they know better to waste Bitcoin on coffee when they can just waste their fiat on coffee. What you end up doing is you spend, imagine if you bought coffee with $5 worth of cryptocurrency back in 2016, and now or in 2015, and now it looks like you spent $50 on coffee or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. And you're just going to keep on getting that feeling. So, I mean, what was this battle, the so-called battle for, you know? I don't see a demand for everyday transactions yet. And, you know, I do see that a lot of people paid a lot of attention to a guy named King of the Trolls who was shouting to the rooftops about how he needed to buy coffee, or in other words, how his business needed this, how his business sells a lot of things for cryptocurrency. And I've been saying it was a bailout for him and his friends all along. All of this has been, you know, it's just, and it built a following. So whatever, in the long run, SegWit won. You know, he's still out there doing his thing. Let this price rise. Let's remember what the real Bitcoin is. And it was our fault. It was us as community members' fault for paying him attention. He has every right to try to help his business every way he can. Okay, I have every right to call it what he wanted, a bailout. Okay, and people were like, "Oh, that's not nice." When I was saying that, people were like, "That's not nice." Look at all, and just. Again, we all could have stopped him in his tracks. We paid him attention, and there are still people giving him a platform, like Richard, Richard's like a genius. But then on a certain level, he plays right into King of the Trolls' hands. So, all right, follow me at TechBalt on Twitter, TechBalt. And finally, I linked to a video from Labor Day weekend of last year. We're almost a year from there. Labor Day in the United States is around this time, around the beginning of September, the end of August. And it just is if you watch this video that I linked to below of me, it's just a reminder how early we are in cryptocurrency, because I'm all pumped about whatever, it was $600 then or something like that. And it also, it just shows that it's not too late, people. You can become wealthy from Bitcoin just by buying and holding, okay? You could become a loud voice in the cryptocurrency community. Look where I was a year ago, okay? And I mean, and look how much I've grown and I've traveled and I've done, and how much Bitcoin has gone up since then. And this is just the beginning. It's early, it's early, it's early. Don't be a doubter of yourself. Look at the positives here. So watch that video. There were people back then saying, oh, it's late, I missed out. Plenty of people were saying they missed out, and the whole ecosystem has changed so much in a year. So, and again, I'm the one who said, and it is annoying that there are all these newbies and stuff, but that's life. That's life. And it's great that there are all these newbies too, because they're buying it. They're pumping up all sorts of things that are just helping holders like us. But at the same time, it just shows that there have been some constant voices like me. My voice has not changed at all. And those of us in the 20%, in the thinking 20%, can see, can sort out who the real people here are, and who the Johnny-come-latelys are, and who's preaching the positive message, and who's preaching a message but is just going to disappear real soon too. And hey, let's stay positive. Watch that old video, and you'll see that, you know, this is just the beginning. Never say never with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. And the sky is the limit. The moon is not, the sky is not even the limit. The moon is not the limit. Pluto isn't the limit. Alpha Centauri isn't the limit. Learn about space. Pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below. We post a new video here. I post a new video here every day. I'm going to join you guys in the chat right now. Have a great night. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.